Well, of course, Alex Jones was covering this years ago. Scientists successfully edit human embryos to remove disease. He was the one that covered human embryo hybrids, being livers and organs being grown in cows and pigs, human hybrids and all this type of stuff, spider goats, et cetera, et cetera. But now it's just, just trendy, scientists editing human embryos to remove disease. See, that's all it is. We're just removing disease. It's good. And because, we're not one nation under God anymore, a lot of people are atheists now. You don't have the debate, should we be messing with God's creation? Should we be messing with the organic life on this planet? Should we be messing with our own biology? Will there be any negative side effects? Well, no, we don't talk about that because it's trendy and we're scientists, see? We're scientists, and we're going to end disease in human embryos. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be no side effects at all. I'm sure that those labs will never have any, sort of quarantine ever. Let's go back to your callers. We're going to have Jack Posobiec in the fourth hour, running the fourth hour here. Let's go to Margaret in Texas. Go ahead, Margaret.
Hi, I recently had a conversation with a woman whose uncle was former Senator Bob Bennett of Utah, and they were very, very close. And Senator Bob Bennett told her that all the senators and Congress people were already hunkered in well before the terrorists struck on 9/11 and hit the World Tower.
Well, yeah, wasn't it Condoleezza Rice who was told not to fly on 9/11 too? There were a bunch of people that were told, don't fly on this day.
We need to have a citizens' grand jury and rein in all those senators under oath and ask them, where were you hours before the terrorist attack? And what did you know? Because you start connecting the dots, Owen.
No, I completely understand what you're saying.
Here we've got the terrorist attacks. Then we've got the black Muslim Hail Hussein Obama. And now we've got all this racial division. And if you Google white woman with a baby, you'll get the most bizarre searches.
Oh, yeah. People are reporting on these Google searches. You search American inventors, they don't show any white people. You search American family, they don't show any white people. Then you do the same search on Bing or on DuckDuckGo or on Yahoo or some other search. It shows you the real results, not censored by Google, so Google can try to paint the optics of America that are totally inaccurate. And Margaret brings up 9/11. I don't know what we do, folks. You think about it. They got away with 9/11. Whatever the truth is, we still don't know. They still have classified papers. They still have the 21 pages that are classified. What we do know is that, they basically made us go to war with Afghanistan and Iraq, even though all of the hijackers came from Saudi Arabia. The list of nonsense just goes on and on. So I don't know what the answer is. We're going to continue to harp on the truth. We're going to continue to fight for 9/11 truth. And I think most people are starting to come around now as slowly more and more kind of leaks out, and it just more and more doesn't make sense here almost 20 years later, the way we've responded. And it just goes on and on. So I don't know if this is just a time bomb of 9/11 truth or if there's really anything we can do at this point. Thank you so much for the call, Margaret. Human beings are pretty unique creatures, aren't we, on this planet Earth? Pretty unique, pretty amazing if you think about it. And we've forgotten how amazing we are. We've forgotten our true destiny. We've forgotten we're made in the image of God. And so now we hate ourselves, and we don't care if we mess with our DNA. We don't care if we're killing our DNA. We don't care if we're killing our atmosphere because we're obsessed with Kim Kardashian's butt. Great. And that's the ship that we've been sinking on for so long, but we're finally taking the culture back. We're finally taking our destiny back, and the globalists are fighting with everything they have to try to keep us down, to try to keep us oppressed, to try to stunt our DNA, stunt our development, stunt our intellect, stunt everything, to literally retard the entire human race so that they can murder us all. That's what you got to do. That's what they want to do, and they say it's to save the planet. Let's go back to the line. Let's go to Matthew in Alabama. Go ahead, Matthew.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Hey, so I was watching the Emmys last night.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know. I was watching it. I was almost studying the Emmys, you could say. And the one thing that jumped out to me was when that funny guy jumped on stage. I think his name is on Twitter. It's at @millennial_Matt, and he yelled, "Hitler did nothing wrong." I thought that was really great, and it was a nice change of atmosphere, because all these people up there, all these Jewish comedians and actors, they've given us such a strange representation of our history, and they want to tear it all down, and I just can't help but agree with that man, Millennial Matt on Twitter. I can't help but agree with him and, say, Hitler did nothing wrong.
I'm confused. You're saying that Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong?
Well, that's what Millennial Matt did, the famous Twitter guy.
I don't understand the point.
Well, the point was, I'm starting to agree with him.
You're a Holocaust denier?
I am a Holocaust denier, yes.
Okay. Even though there's like so much evidence that the Holocaust happened, it's like absurd to deny it?
Well, the 6 million number is not real.
You can argue about the 6 million number, but that doesn't mean the Holocaust didn't happen. Thank you for the call, Antoine. Or excuse me, who was that? Matthew. Let's go to Antoine now in California. Go ahead, Antoine.
Hey, this is Antoine. Hi, Owen.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. So the first thing I'd like to say is I did some reporting for InfoWars myself, and you can go to Revolver ISIS or Revolver Orbiter at Twitter, or you can go to the Orbiter on the YouTube and the one with NASA in it. And I'd like to say, yeah, Donald Trump should probably get a bunch of people around him who can spook the CIA, spook the FBI, spook all those people who have a lot of problems with basically patriot-like things. And I think if he can get people who will annoy these people enough when they're around him, they won't be around him too much.
You know what? Annoyance is a tactic of the Marxists. It's the tactic of the agitprop. I think that Trump needs to continue to build a team of lawyers and go after these people legally. They want to probe him to death. Why not probe them right back? Why not look into the CIA running drugs across the border? Why not look into the CIA and the FBI running cocaine and the drug war? And why not look into what the opium is doing that comes here from Afghanistan? I completely agree, but I think you put sharks on these people like Ty Cobb. You don't try to annoy them. You don't try to embarrass them. You say, you know what? You're a criminal. We're coming after you with the law, you SOB. That's what I think Trump should do. Continue to hire lawyers to attack these people right back. Give them a bit of their own medicine. We'll be right back with Jack Posobiec. Don't go anywhere.
In ancient times, man roamed the earth in a constant state of hunting or being hunted. Introducing Caveman, where cutting-edge science meets ancient super nutrients. Secure your bottle right now at InfoWarsStore.com.